What's up, everybody? This is the Wrestle House Podcast. I'm Drew.
DC Hendrix.
And CFR, also known as Camden Francis, and I'm here with my first interview.
Oh, man. Well, we're happy to be your first interview. That's great.
I was a little nervous, but
man, don't be, man. It's just a laid back convo, man.
Okay.
Man.
Good.
Well, let's start off like this, man. How you feeling so far, man?
Feeling pretty good today. I woke up and I was like, I got this.
Man.
Really good.
I think my thing is with this, like, this is just an amazing facility, first of all, man. This is our first time being in here, and we just can't believe how nice this came out, man. And just like, yeah, I'm just amazed at the moment.
It's my first time here too, so.
Hey, so I mean, describe to me and some of the listeners. Describe who you are as a wrestler. Like, what kind of style? What's some of your moves?
I do a little bit of cruiserweight stuff, but hard hitting, if that makes sense. I don't do a lot of flippy stuff because I don't need to. Trained by Congo Kong, so.
Okay.
I don't do anything crazy that I don't need to. But I started when I was 15. I am currently 19 years old. Been wrestling for 3 years.
Okay.
Haven't looked back since, honestly.
So who are some people you've looked up to?
Oh man, I didn't really start quote unquote looking up to people until I got older and was able to understand the business.
Right.
So, but growing up, John Cena, Shawn Michaels, those are my main two growing up. But right now, like Big Piper, Cornette, any territory guys, Billy Graham, any of that.
Ooh, okay.
I'm all over, but I prefer like 80s territories stuff over that new stuff.
Okay. So
in your mind, coming from you, who is the GOAT of wrestling?
Oh. Well,
pressure on.
You can look at it from two ways, but the ways we look at it is who's drawing the most money. Hulk Hogan, John Cena. Hate to say it, but those are two of the greatest of all times.
I mean, I do like that, but dang, I'm so biased towards Hulk Hogan, man.
I get it.
The leg drop, that was the one for me, man. I'm like, listen, bro, you got to give me a different finisher. You can't tell me you win in every match with the leg drop. So my big thing, what I just heard from you was say you start off when you were 15. Now, a lot of us at 15 were not thinking about actually joining, like just even thinking about a wrestling club or anything. What made you say, no, so I'm about to just go for it right now?
I was backyard wrestling for a hot minute there, and I was like, I don't like this. I'm gonna find a way to go pro. And my uncle at the time was the general manager of Buffalo Wild Wings. A guy came in asking for a sponsor for B-Dubs. He was like, well, my nephew wants to be a pro wrestler. He said, okay, bring him in. First show they had, I came in, I started training, and then I was doing that once a month at a show thing. Wasn't working. He brought in Congo Kong to start training. He was kind of mistreating me for a minute there, so Congo pulled me in under his wing and said, you're with me now. I haven't looked back since. I've been traveling with him, training under him. It's been the best thing for me, honestly.
Man,
so this brings us to today. What match? What's your match on the match card? What can we look forward to?
I'm in a triple threat tonight where I will be taking on Cody Lee and the Saucy boy Josh Morris.
Oh, not a fan of Josh Morris. What was that?
Not a fan of Josh Morris. I've had quite a few matches with him, and the last one we had, I beat him.
Nice.
So looking for the same outcome tonight.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, what's your scouting report on both the wrestlers in the triple threat? What's the scouting report?
I've watched a lot of Cody Lee before I even really got heavier in the business, and he's pretty good. So I'm excited for this one, but we got it. Josh, same old thing.
Same old thing,
but he's been getting bigger, so not going to let my guard down for him.
Oh, man. Well, man, we would definitely appreciate you coming on the podcast today, man. Is there anything else you want to say before you get off?
Not really. Pretty open. Like I said, it was my first interview, so...
Where can people follow all your work, everything you got upcoming? Follow you on social media. Where can they find you at?
Facebook, Camden Francis. Instagram, Camden_Francis, CFR. And YouTube, just CFR 27.
All right, man. Well, damn, man, we appreciate you for coming on, man. Good luck tonight, man. So, make sure to watch the Wrestle House Podcast. Make sure to follow us on all social medias. This is the Wrestle House Podcast. I'm Drew. Dedrick.
I'm ready to see his match, man. Let's go.
I'm ready.
This is the Wrestle House Podcast. We'll get back with y'all. All right, what's up, everybody? We are back with another episode of WrestleHolics Podcast. DC,
let's go. We back at it, y'all. We got more interviews coming, and we are joined by our next guest, getting ready for the show, Camden Francis of my favorite tag team.
That's right.
On the card.
That's right.
So delicious.
That's right, baby. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man.
Go.
Thank you so much for having me on your podcast. I appreciate.
I appreciate you coming, man. So first thing first, man. Like, what you looking forward to for tonight, man?
Well, for tonight, I'm just excited about there being some great wrestling back in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I've been living here for about the past 5-6 years now.
Okay.
And I've really been excited that there's going to be some good quality wrestling coming to town. Because Fort Wayne's one of the bigger cities in Indiana, and we don't got a lot of prominent wrestling promotions. So I'm really excited. Hope this can take off and be something exciting for the future for Fort Wayne pro wrestling.
Yeah. So just kind of getting to know you as a wrestler. How long have you been wrestling?
Well, it'll be about 2 years next year, towards the end of March, April. I went to Black and Brave out in Iowa. That's where I got my training from Seth Rollins, Merrick Brave, Matt Crotch Mayday, those dudes out there. I went out there for 3 months, and I moved back here, and I've been grinding since then.
Grinding. So how would you describe your style of wrestling to say someone that's going to come see you for the first time? How would you describe your style?
Someone that sees me for the first time, I'd say a combination of hard hitting with some flair. Because you gotta go out there and you can't just be like head down. I'm gonna beat somebody up. Because obviously I could do that. I'm not trying to sell myself short, but there's a part of this business is about keeping people entertained and making yourself marketable. So I'd say it's hard hitting with a bit of flair. Sometimes high flying, but depends on how I'm feeling that night.
One thing I want to ask is, what made you just want to get started with this career? Like, what was the thing? No, so I'm about to take that first step and go ahead.
Man, that's a good question. I appreciate it. I always grew up watching wrestling. Always a big fan. I remember watching the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian, TLC back in the day. That was my dudes.
Okay, it's not like you're our era.
Yeah, I'm 28. I'm 28 years old. So I'm a bit older to get started here. But so I always what would it be like to be a wrestler? That was like my dream as a child. You grow up and you kind of just almost forget about it. It becomes like a far off thing. Like, how would I even do that, right? Yeah. But I got married in 2021, and it was as I get older, this opportunity to be a wrestler isn't really going to be able to happen. You start having kids, get in your 40s. You can't just drop everything and be a wrestler, right?
No,
so I really just made the decision of I'm just gonna go for it. So quit everything I was doing. Like I said, I moved out to Iowa for 3 months, and thankfully I was able to find a good group out here to keep working and keep grinding.
So what would be some advice you give for someone? Because as you said you're a little bit older, just getting into it more than the general people. A lot of people get started when they're younger. Right. So what advice would you give for people that are pursuing a wrestling career?
I'd say, man, if it's something you really want, go take it, go make it happen. It doesn't look the same as everybody else. It might take you a little longer before you have your first match. That's all right, because we're on journeys in life.
That's right.
And not everybody is going to get to their destination at the same speed. That's right. It might take somebody 3 years to get to the point. It might take somebody 3 months. That's right. But you got to focus on you, put in the work, and just be committed to making it happen. That's the advice I'd give. If you want to be a wrestler or you want to be anything in life, you just put your head down, make a commitment to go do it, go get it done.
No, that's what's up, man. I like that quote, actually. I mean, that might be a real. but for tonight,
he was practicing that shit before he came over. I heard him over there.
Oh, that's not true, bro. Don't call me out like that, man.
So, man, for tonight, man, you got a match tonight. How are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling excited. These dudes highlight reel. I've worked them one time before, but it was over a year ago. So I'm excited to see how far I've come in my wrestling journey, how far they've come in theirs as well. But again, I'm just excited to be here and what's my hometown right now, Fort Wayne, and put on a good show for the people.
That's what's up, man. I definitely hope you have a great show tonight, man. I'm definitely here cheering you. I'll be the guy with the camera, so I'm going to try to get the best shots.
Yeah. Also, Delicious versus the highlight reel coming up later on. Main Event Wrestling, the Fort Wrestling Facility. Be there. Of course, here broadcasting live from the Fort Wrestling Facility right here on Goshen Road. And we got more wrestlers coming in. We got to introduce our next guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Who we got?
Yo, my name is the Saucy Superstore, the dude with the je ne sais quoi to kick your face off into the third row. I'm Saucy Josh Morris.
What's going on?
I'm going to take a W tonight at
go.
defending the fort. Main event wrestling, more like main event sauce.
Let's go.
I like this guy.
I like
this guy.
I like him already.
I got the energy, bro. Ain't nobody be able to match it. You know what I'm saying?
So for anybody coming tonight that has not got to see Saucy, what can they expect in your first match?
They can expect that I'm going to entertain the hell out of them. You're going to leave this show and you're like, there's these guys, there's this one guy, there's that other guy, but they know who Saucy Josh Morris was. So, yeah, not only can you hear it in my theme song, wait till y'all hear that, when I'm out in the ring, man, there's just something about me. It screams star. It screams sauce. It screams something that's going to win every single time.
I got to say, you're off to a good start. I mean, so what, at the end of the match, when you get the victory, what's going to be the finisher move to get it done?
Hey, man, I got a number of things I can lay people out with, man. I got the A1 T-bone suplex.
Okay.
I got the saucy sit kick.
Okay.
And then the flashy one, I got the saucy sauce splash.
Man, so how you feel about your opponent for tonight?
CFR, man, he's just like, what, he graduated last year. He graduated high school last year, bro. Come on, man. I've been wrestling longer than he's even been out. He was in middle school when I started wrestling.
Oh, shit.
So he can take his lunch tray to the ring, but I'm going to smack it out of his hands and kick his face off. And Cody Lee, I don't have too much bad to say about Cody Lee.
Okay.
He's got a mean attitude, but I've said it before. His name is Cody Lee, which is a consonant with 2 vowels. It's more like Cody move.
Ooh.
Cody, move out of my way before I saucy sit kick your face off your shoulders.
I respect it. This the one that had the most confidence out of everybody. He's no joke right now, man. So
I'm not joking. I'm deadly saucy serious.
Oh, bad. So what's your expectations for the night, man?
I'm expecting a full house because I'm on the card. You know what I mean?
True.
And they're going to come back every single time because they're like, damn, I left this place and I had a good time because of Saucy Josh Morris. There's other good wrestlers in too, but Saucy Josh Morris is the top sauce, like the top shelf, you know what I mean? You got to reach on your tippy toes to grab this sauce. And then even you can't even grab it.
I heard that Cody Lee was talking a little trash about you, though, before you got here today.
It was because everybody's jealous.
Is that what it is? He's
People
just a little
can't
jealous?
be as confident as I am because they're insecure about themselves. Saucy Josh Morris is secure in my own body.
See, he even said when you came that you were going to say that about CFR. You were going to joke about him being too young, but he even came over here and he said before you came over here that you were going to say that and say you've wasted all those years because you're taking an L tonight in this match.
Oh, yeah, he did say that.
That doesn't make any sense. How would I have wasted years by taking one L? I'm not going to take an L, but that math just ain't mathing to me, all right?
Tell him.
Because you can steal a win, but that don't stop the fact that for the past 7 years, I've been spreading this sauce all across the Midwest. Everybody knows who I am. And CFR, you're still taking your baby steps into wrestling career. But right now, I'm taking large lunges. Deep lunges with dumbbells.
Man, I'm not going to lie. You're going to start having me saying saucy. I'm not going to lie.
Catchy.
No, man, but we definitely appreciate you coming on here with us,
I'm
man.
enjoying the vibes we got going on here.
Oh,
and
man.
it's actually my song right now.
Hey, hold on. Let that play. Let's go.
The churches kick like on, so you know it's only right. I came with my own song.
Hey!
Shout out to R. Dobson. That's the man who made my song. My former manager, but he's retired from the wrestling game. He's focusing on his music.
Man, but that bit, before we let you go, man, you want to put out your social medias out there?
Yeah, man, follow me anywhere. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, X, formerly Twitter, whatever they want to call themselves these days,
Right.
Facebook, Saucy Josh Morris. I post just about every day. I edit my own stuff.
Nice.
And as a matter of fact, I just posted my show. I have a YouTube show called Sauced.
Okay.
And the Sauce Country Travis Destruction Tour hit YouTube yesterday. Go check it out.
Man, we appreciate you coming on the Wrestle House Podcast, and we'll get back at you, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah.